are in the car, headed to Houston. Our sister was just able to upgrade her house. We are gonna go make that house feel like a home. And we've teamed up with our friends at Hoover to help upgrade her upgrade. Let's go, pedal to the metal. We gotta get out of here. You know what my favorite part about a road trip is? What's that? The snacks. Here in the house, and the first project that we are super excited to tackle is the fireplace.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's a beautiful fireplace, but we are trying to make their new house feel like a home, and this is the focal point of this big open room. So we're gonna give it a lot of character with some custom features.
Yes, so the first thing we're gonna do is kind of take it apart a little bit. We're gonna get the mantle off, but then we're gonna be tiling over our tiles. So we've got a lot to do.
But it's gonna be a showstopper.
Showstopper. Showstopper, showstopper.
So satisfying.
It really is. All right, so what I'm doing here is just removing or making a slight cut in the caulk, because that will help us get this mantle off.
It is colder than...
We were shooting.
Sorry.
But it is cold.
It is so cold. Oh, there we go.
There's one piece.
That's what it is. If anybody wants to know how to take apart your builder grade mantle,
Don't come to our
don't
channel.
watch this video.
Yeah, and if you hear. Okay, there you go. That's something. That's something. Kids, look what we've done to your house while you're at school. There we go. There we go. This is coming
We're
up.
making it super custom.
Here. Woo! Woo! Yes, girl. Yes, queen. Okay. All right, so we have got the mantle off, and we are ready to get tiling. We have made a bit of a mess.
But every shanty sister has the right tools for the right job, and we've got a plan for that too.
So let's tile. Have you asked us how many fireplaces we've tiled, Jeffrey?
How many?
How many, Ash? 0?
It's the first time for everything, guys. All right. All right, so now we are to the tile part. And we are actually gonna be tiling right over this tile. I think the big key to remember is if you're gonna do that, just make sure the tile that you have under it's not damaged or covered in muck or dirt. You wanna make sure it's nice and clean so that it will hold your new tile in place.
We are using cement tile, and we'll add a link in the description box below.
All right, so we are gonna be using pre-mixed thin set mortar for this, and we are gonna start in a small section and work our way out. Luckily, we already have the lines. We're kind of just gonna go over the tile that's already there and existing, so it makes our job a little bit easier. Sorry, just like that. Sorry.
You got it right on.
I know.
Where
The tile that we're keeping. It's great.
Whitney.
I'm sorry, it's like a messy job. Guys, this is not building furniture, this is tiling. It's messy. All right, so we're gonna set our first tile in place.
This cement tile is really, really heavy, and it's wanting to sag while the thin set is setting. So we're gonna start and work our way from the bottom up. So Whitney is taking off some of this mortar, and we are gonna start from the bottom up. And when we get to this part right here where we can't stack it, we're gonna get some 2x boards and build a little frame to hold it overnight and let it set. This is part of being a DIYer. Not everything's gonna go the way that you plan. You can't let that keep you from trying, because that's where you learn like how to do things. Whitney and I are self-taught, and we've learned from our mistakes more than anything else. When we do this, they live 5 hours away from us, so we planned everything last week ahead of time, and we don't know the measurements of everything. We don't know exactly what we're dealing with, so it's just kind of like a crapshoot. But it's gonna look beautiful.
A beautiful crapshoot. It's gonna be
There's
the most
beauty
beautiful crapshoot I've ever seen. Okay. All right, so take two. We're going to start with our mortar down here. Luckily with mortar, yes, I am making a mess. However, we are going to go back and clean that up. Tile is a messy job, guys. Anybody that's done it knows that.
We've done it a few. We've actually tiled normal tiling before, but we've never tiled a fireplace. And we've never done it like this. We've never tiled over tile.
First tile in place. Now we're coming back with this one. You want to push really hard and kind of move it around a little bit to get all your mortar set in place. While Ashley is getting this first line set, I now have a measurement for this first tile, so I'm going to take a few outside and get those cut using a tile saw. 5 and just over 7/8. All right, I've got my first one cut. I would just run it under the sink and then dry it with a paper towel, and I'll start to get these others. Make Ash do the fun part.
That looks really good. So Whitney is going out and cutting these 2x6 boards to put underneath the tiles that we're going to put right here, because the weight of them is making them sag, and that will hold the weight up of all of these that are going to go right here. All right, so the tile is completely done. It looks amazing, and it's already transformed the way that this room looks.
Yes, so now at this point, we know that we're gonna be putting a mantle up here, but we wanna go ahead and mark the studs for that, because we're about to cover this whole thing with wood, and then we're not gonna know where they are. And we speak from experience when I say that. So Ashley's gonna mark for studs, and then we'll write those down and move on to the next step. Next thing we're gonna do is start this faux shiplap treatment. So we've decided, per Ashley's suggestion, very good, we're gonna start at the top and work our way down. So we got 1/4 inch plywood, had the hardware store rip it to 8 inches wide each. We're gonna start our way up and go down. So we're gonna grab this measurement right here so I can go make some cuts. We are at 83 and 5/8. So what I will do is I'll go get several of those, and then Ashley's gonna get the ladder and she'll start nailing it up.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for bringing me your pennies. Do you know what these are for? No? We're about to show you, okay? After I make 83 and 5/8 cuts. 83 and 5/8, 83 and 5/8.
All right, we've got the first piece up, and I'm gonna put nails all along the top board, and then we're gonna use penny spacers and add the second board. So I'm attaching the second board, and as I'm going, I'm using a penny in between the boards for the spacer. And it gives it that shiplap. It gives it that shiplap look. Say that 5 times fast.
So I'm gonna go ahead and mark our 1x2, and this is what we're going to trim the outside of the fireplace with. So I'm just marking it, it's gonna be straight on the ground, and then I'm marking for a 45-degree angle, and I will go out to the miter saw and get that cut. Yeah. So I have my 45-degree cut right here, and I'm nailing that in place. I added wood glue under it since it's attaching to wood. So I've got that. Now I'm gonna go grab that other 1x6 and we'll grab that measurement. Okay, so I've got this measured right here. That's gonna be our top 1x2. I'm gonna run out to the saw and cut that, and we're getting closer. Look at Parker.
Hi,
He's like,
cutie.
why are the ugly ladies in my house making noises?
They're so loud and annoying.
Line of glue. You wanna nail it?
Yeah.
All right, so we have our side trim done and the top, and this is around the tile. But now we're also gonna go back with 1x2s up the wall against the corner just to cover up those rough edges. And then we're ready for a mantle.
So pretty. Yeah.
All right.
That looks so
Last
good.
piece.
But now we're gonna get our sister to paint the whole wall so that we can come back in the morning and work on the mantle.
I'm ready for a snack
Yeah.
and a nap.
I want
And I
dinner.
might need to take a little bath too.
You're dirty.
Ah! All right. We got that fireplace painted, and now we're working on the mantle. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm building the cleat, which is just a 2x4 with little supports, if you will. This is going to be the one that goes against the wall, and then these will be sticking out, and they will support the weight of the box that we're going to fit over it. Going to get this done, and then I'll get started on the box.
So this is a tip. If you're doing this with one person, it's really a two-person job to hold the cleat and screw it in. But I'm resting it on the trim, and I'm gonna go ahead and start my screw where the stud is, and I'm not gonna go all the way through. But that'll make it easier to get started. Okay. There we go. That's not going anywhere, even in one stud. We're not going to use a level for this because we need to make sure that it's going in the same direction as the gaps on the planks. That looks good to me. What about you, Beth?
I like it.
All right. That's not going anywhere. I could probably hang from it.
Woo! We have the mantle on top of the cleat now, and I'm gonna go in with 2.5-inch back screws through the top and into that stud to hold it into place. I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna do 1 on each end. Now, the cool thing about using the screws like this is if you guys ever decide you want a different mantle or look, all you have to do is unscrew it, take the box off, and you can replace it with something else. But I'm not building it.
Oh, it's so cute.
Just like that, we have a mantle.
I am loving how all of this turned out, and we got so many projects done in such a short amount of time.
We did, but we also managed to make a huge mess of their brand new house. However, cleaning this up is not going to be a hard task because we brought our favorite reinforcements, the entire line of Hoover ONEPWR cordless tools.
And they are so awesome. They all run off of the exact same battery. You just plug them in, and you can clean 4 hours on them. Watch how fast they work. Yes, right there.
Ashley, move.
Oh, come on,
Lulu.
Lulu.
Try to
Come on,
clean here. See, that was easy.
And this has been such a fun Shanty House Crash for us. Not only were we able to knock out this new fireplace wall, we also built her a dining room wall and a ton of furniture.
And thanks to our good friends at Hoover, we upgraded our sister's upgrade and left this house spick and span.
Nice work, sis.
You too. Ashley, you get to clean the car.
Oh, this is gonna take forever. Oh wait, I've got my Hoover.
I just these.
Is this the last thing you're doing?
It's the last thing. Talking about how we got everything. I think I breathed in like something. So we got all these projects done in 2 days. Yeah. However, cleaning this. Shoot. Sorry. I promise I'll do it good this time.
All right. I forgot, sorry. I forgot.
You didn't.
I
know.
forgot, sorry.
One job.
One job.
One job.
Fail.
That didn't work. Try again.
All right.
See, that was easy.
It was such a, I'm sorry.
I'm so bad.
Because we ate.
See, that was easy.
This has been such a fun Shanty House Crash for us.
It has been, so.
Shanty, hashtag Shanty House Crash.
Done. Done.